Welcome to GOS Media. I'm Kayana Trimble. There was a time in the not too distant past when people only bought things that they needed. Even if the sales force focused on craftsmanship, quality, and benefits, the pressing question in the back of the person's mind was, yeah, all that's nice, but do I really need it? Case in point, in a recent Hollywood movie, the protagonist asks would-be salesman, sell me an ink pen. The first person concentrated on the high quality of workmanship and the long-lasting reservoir of ink in the pen. He also emphasized that the feel of the pen in the hand would make writing more enjoyable and exciting. The next person concentrated on the smoothness of the writing, the easy movement of the ball that delivered the ink, and the durability of the clicking device that extended and extracted the tip of the pen. He let the man know that friends, family, and co-workers will be envious of him for owning such a well-made pen. The final person turns to the protagonist and says, sign your name. To which the protagonist answered, I can't. I don't have a pen. The person responded with, it's your lucky day. I have a pen for sale. Our little scenario reflects how most people still tend to make purchases from need. Need, that is, if the consideration is based solely upon practical matters. But a major shift in marketing began in 1920. A team of advertising agents introduced a never-before-tried technique to increase sales of cigarettes. At this time in history, it was frowned upon for women to smoke. Society's norm asserted smoking as a gentleman's vice. Also at this time, women were seeking voting rights. Realizing this, the marketing firm piggybacked on the voting movement and began to market not cigarettes, but rather freedom sticks to women. Now, what American can oppose freedom, right? Is there any greater emotion embraced by Americans than freedom? Well, needless to say, the strategy worked. Women gained the vote, the stigma of their smoking began to fade, and cigarette sales increased. For the first time ever, emotions and not practicality drove a successful marketing campaign. The name given to this form of sales is emotionalism. Why does emotionalism work? Because it's easy to convince you that you need not want that thing when you're operating from emotions. Most, if not all, advertising today is all about emotions. Don't believe it? Let's look at a couple of Fifth Avenue examples. Tired of being bored? Then you need to buy our makeup car and your heart will beat faster. Your neighbors will be envious and beautiful people will surround you. If you're looking for friends and a date with a hottie, you need to drink our beer and become the center of attention. How about Christmas time? Your kids don't want that toy. They need that toy. Want to show your wife how much you love her? Then you need to buy her our diamond ring. The danger with emotional advertising is that it fools us into purchasing unnecessary items as well as convincing us that buying and giving us stuff means love. The more expensive the stuff or the more stuff purchased, the greater the love. Truth is, most people spell love Time. If we were not manipulated by emotional marketing, we would realize we really don't need half the things we buy. Do you want to save money? Declutter your house? Gain some control over your life and budget? Then anytime marketing and advertisement makes you feel the urge that you really, really need that thing and you can't live without it, allow your common sense and intellect to put your emotions in check and remember today's grain of sugar. Marketing cannot create a need. It can only create the illusion of need. Our colony is truly the most sophisticated, and so we're asking you guys to tell us in the comments below about the strategies you use to differentiate between wants and needs. An untold number of folks will be greatly appreciative of your wisdom. On behalf of GOS Media, thanks for stopping by. If you enjoy our videos, then please like, subscribe, and share with others. If you want to support our work, then become a Colony member by joining us on Patreon or pick up some merch from our website. Links are pinned below. Once again, thanks for tuning in to Grains of Sugar. I've been your host, Kayana Trimble.